All right, so we're gonna do a couple of throwing drills, okay? The first throwing drill we're gonna do is glove knee down. So if your glove's on your left hand, you're gonna put your left knee down right here. We're gonna grab the ball on a 4-seam grip. Does everyone know what a 4-seam grip is? Yes. All right, so a 4-seam grip, if everyone can see, it's across the seams, right? So this right here would be with the seam, 2-seam. This right here across the seams is 4-seam. Why would I want a 4-seam grip? Very good.
Amen.
Very good. 4-seam grip, the ball's gonna go straighter. When a pitcher wants to throw a straighter fastball, they go 4-seam grip. They get a little bit better carry. If they want the ball to move a little bit to their arm side, they go 2-seam grip. But if I'm throwing from the infield or the outfield, if I'm on the field, do I want the ball to go straight or do I want it to move? Straight. If I'm pitching, I might want it to move more because I'm trying to get the hitter to swing and miss or make bad contact. But if I'm throwing to a first baseman or to another player on my team, I want that ball to go as straight as I can with good carry. So I go 4-seam grip. So every time you get the ball, 4-seam grip. Okay. Glove knee down. I'm gonna be here. First thing I'm gonna do is turn my shoulders. When I turn my shoulders, because my hips are open and I just close my upper body, I'm gonna feel like a little bit of tightness or stretch across my midsection. All right, so I'm gonna be right here. Where's the ball gonna be? In my glove, exactly. And where's my glove gonna be? Center of my chest. Make sense? Okay, now I'm gonna break my hands, and when I break my hands, see how my fingers are on top of the ball? I'll do it this way. Watch, see how my fingers are on top of the ball? I don't take it out like this. I don't take it out like that. I take it out with my fingers on top of the ball like that, okay? Now my arm swings. I'm going to throw the ball, and I'm going to finish with my throwing hand down by my hip. Everybody see that? We call it put on the seatbelt. So watch, I'm here. I break thumbs or fingers on top, or you can think about it thumb down, however you want to think about it. I throw, and I follow through all the way like I'm putting a seatbelt on. Cool? Yeah. So I don't want to see this. I see that a lot. That's not a good arm action. I'm not using my upper body to rotate all the way through the throw. Sound good? Then we're going to push back. We're going to get into a fielding position. If you're an infielder, have the ball down in your glove. If you're an outfielder, you can pretend like you're catching a fly ball. Whenever you want, you're going to bring the ball to the center, and you're going to go, does anyone remember what our footwork is for infielders? Right, left, left to target. Yep. So, right to left, left to target, throw and follow through. If you're a lefty, what's your footwork? Left, right, right to target, throw and follow through. Cool? Then we're going to push back further and do shuffles. So, ball in the glove, right in the center. I'm going to go, what's my footwork for righties? Right, left, left to target, throw and follow through. Easy enough. Lefties are the opposite. And then we're just going to keep pushing back, and we're going to play some long toss, okay? We're going to practice throwing far away. Why would we practice going back far? Build arm strength. Okay, perfect. If you practice throwing the ball only like 40 or 50 feet and that's all you do, what happens in a game when you have to throw it 100? Yeah, you haven't practiced it, right? Or 150. You haven't practiced it. So if I want to throw the ball far and hard, I've got to practice throwing the ball what? Far and hard. Yeah, exactly. If all I practice is throwing easy and short, guess what happens in the game? That's all I can do. I can only throw it easy. I can only throw it short. Okay? So we're going to do that. Make sure we'll work with you on your mechanics, but the stuff we did with the glove knee down, we're using all those same mechanics in all the other throwing drills we're doing. Sound good? That's my 2-minute talk on throwing mechanics. Hit a homer! So we just did a bunch of different drills. Here are some things, coaches, we just talked about some of the things that we saw. So one big thing, we did the angle drill today, where we worked on driving the ball to the opposite field gap. Why do you think we did that drill? Okay, so some of it is working on hitting the outside pitch, but even if the ball's not on the outside part of the plate, we want you to do two things. One, we want the direction of your swing to work through the hitting zone. Everyone got that? We want your barrel to be able to get through the hitting zone. We don't want your barrel to be swinging this way if the ball's coming that way, right? In order for your barrel to stay through the hitting zone with good direction, what's your body got to do? You've got to stay on the ball and over the plate. Watch my body here. See how I'm on the ball, right? Some guys are like this. Your first move is like this. Is this on the ball? Where's my bat gonna go if I start doing this? Which direction? Yeah, exactly, that way, right? But where's the ball coming from? That way, exactly. So I'm trying to get my barrel to go through. This is the hitting zone right here, right? Here's the plate, pitch is coming here. We want the barrel to go through here. We don't want the barrel to go that way. That's called cutting across the zone, right? And because everybody, someone said you turn, right, when you hit? So you've got to learn how to turn, but you can't just turn off the ball and swing that way. You've got to be able to turn and stay on the ball. So when we're doing those angle drills and we're making you hit it that way, you've got to turn and stay on the ball and then through the ball and you hit it over there. If you are doing that drill and you're hitting every ball over here, guess what you're doing? Pulling off the ball, what? Yeah, your barrel's going that way, exactly. Okay, so the ball will usually tell you what's happening. If you're hitting every ball that way as a righty, you're probably around the ball, cutting across the ball, okay? So we did drills today where we went hard and soft, so we switched speeds. The machine sometimes will give you a little bit of a change up, right? We've done bounce drills. So all of those drills, we're trying to get you guys to control your body as you're striding out, right? We don't want to go like this, everyone wants me. We don't want to take a stride and get heavy here, do we? No. Why don't we want to do that? What can you not adjust to if I'm getting out here? Yeah, anything other than the speed you're looking for, right? So if you're looking for a fastball at a certain speed and you get here, you might still have a chance to hit it, but what if it's not the speed you're looking for? You can't adjust to it. So you've got to be in control of your body, right? I get loaded, I start to stride out, but see how I'm in control of everything? Yeah, my head's pretty much over my belly button, I'm not out here, so I got to control my body weight. If you can control your body weight, guess what else you can control? Your ability to wait on the what? The ball. You can wait on the ball. Yeah, if you can control your body weight, you control your ability to wait on the pitch. Okay? So that's one. And two, what do my hands do? Watch my hands. When I get loaded and ready to hit and I start to stride out, watch. Do they go like this? No, because now I can't adjust anything. What if I do this? And I keep my hands back. Watch the difference. Here, see how my hands are back, ready to hit? Even if I slide forward and I get a little bit out front, what did I do with my hands? I kept them back. Yeah, stayed in this pullback position. If I go forward and my hands come forward like this, now I can't adjust to any other pitch. But even if I get a little forward, but I keep my hands back, I'm a little bit forward, I can still deliver a pretty good swing from there, okay? So that's what those drills are working on. Can we control our body weight and can we keep our hands back and ready to hit? Got it? Okay, those are the big messages for today.
Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, dear Louis! Happy birthday to you! You better take a medicine.
I did not get these, but Louis's dad got guys cupcakes. When you get a bad jump, or if you get a bad jump, what do? You what we call shut it down, right? So I don't get a good jump. Let's say I go back by accident. Oh, I made a mistake. All I do is do my secondary lead. I don't just steal. What if you're facing a pitcher that has a really quick, what's this called right here? Ready? Slide step. So if a guy's got a really quick slide step, then he might be someone that you stop or shut it down on a slide step. Does that make sense? So sometimes pitchers will go big leg kick and then they'll mix in a slide step. If they go slide step, you got to shut it down. You're stealing a base. Let's see how smart we are. When you're stealing a base, there's 3 times that matter. 3 times. What are the 3 times? Name one time that matters. The time it takes from the pitcher's first move to when the ball hits the catcher's mitt. Everyone got that? Okay, so that's the first time. What do you think if you're in high school, what do you think is a time that's pretty quick to the plate? What do you think?
1.3.
Okay, so 1.3 is kind of like the point where it's like, if it's below a 1.3, pretty quick. If it's above a 1.3, I probably can run. Probably can run. Okay. What's the second time you need to know?
G.
Yes, catcher to second base. What's that called? A pop time. Okay. If you are, let's say, a college, let's say high school. What would you say is a good pop time in high school? Take a guess. No, you already got one right. What do you got?
2.1.
Okay, I would say in high school 2.1 is
Pretty decent.
yeah. If you're a 2.1 or lower, I'm like, guy's got pretty good arm. If you get above 2.1, you're in the 2.2s or higher. Guess what we're doing probably? We're running. But what are we doing? We're taking the pop time and we're taking the time to the plate, and what do we do?
Add them.
Yes, we add them. Yes, we add them. Now, what's the third important time? The runner speed, how long it takes you to steal the bag. So you know what we do at practice? We put a guy in a lead, we put a pitcher on the mound, I have a stopwatch, they steal, we get that time. Let's say that time is 3.5. All right, so if you get a 3.5, then the catcher's pop time and the pitcher's time to the plate has to be more than 3.5 or less than 3.5 to steal. That time's got to be higher than what you run to second base. Make sense? Because if he can throw it down there in a combined of 3.2 and you run a 3.5, should you steal? No, it'd be a bad idea, right? So that's how, you ever seen a first base or third base coach, what do they have in their hand? A stopwatch. Why do they have that? They're getting all these times during the game. You ever seen a first base coach, hold on, go over and whisper into the area? You ever seen a major league first base coach do that? Do you know why he's doing that? He's telling them the times. Yeah, time to the plate. So it's all numbers. It's not like you don't get at first and go, you take a coin out and flip it and go, steal, yes. Right? Or you don't say like, oh, I feel pretty fat. Like, this is stuff that you guys should, as you get a little bit older, you'll start to learn. The older guys should know this. High school, we do it every single time. I think those were the main things I wanted to say. Oh my, it's already 2 o'clock? Wow. Any questions on base running?